Hey guys, so 2012 YouTube survey is out. Might as well get cracking on that.
Why are you called that?
Alright, so I can answer this two different ways. My username, Griner65. Griner is my last name, so there you go, it's my surname. And 65 is 1965, it stands for 1965 Mustang, because about like 10,000 miles in roughly that direction is my 1965 Mustang that's just going to sit at America, waiting for me to eventually return. And then my name is Zachary. Growing up, my mom always used to tease me. I would like to say lie, but that's a little mean. But she would make up things that my dad wanted to call me when they were trying to pick names. And the one that she always went to was Frankenstein. And I actually believed it until I was about 7 or 8 years old, that my dad wanted to name me Frankenstein. Needless to say, I'm really happy for Zachary, because Frankenstein would have been a very awkward name in school.
Tell us about your favorite school teacher, yeah.
I'm guessing this means high school, since it's like school teacher. My psychology teacher, Mr. McCarthy, and looking back, he was normal. He treated us like adults. In fact, you had to be 17 or 18 to be in the class. You couldn't take it as a freshman or sophomore. But he treated us like adults. At the time, he was crazy and hysterical and funny, because he talked about sex and he talked about things that people just didn't talk about because, it's inappropriate or it's awkward. And so looking back, I appreciate it. But there were some stories like him in the war as a medic and people dying and saving people, and he was kind of crazy. I'll admit, he was kind of crazy. But he was the only person out of my 12 years of lower education that actually engaged me. No other classes ever interested me ever. And I think it was because he actually went into the ideas of how people think. And I'd never been taught that before. And things made so much sense when he told us all these things about people, personality types and the way people thought and everything else. And that carried on to now.
The strangest food.
So I don't know if this is exactly strange or not. It is strange, I think. Because I've had grubs and crickets and all these kind of other bugs and weird things like that. But I think for me the strangest was, it was octopus. But they took it and they boiled it for just a few seconds. It was still alive. And they chopped it up and served it, but they did it all right there in front of you, and so you ate it and it was still moving, and to the point where it suctioned onto my face and I had to peel it off and eat it. But eating it, it was wriggling around, trying not to let me chew on it. It was odd. I don't know if I'd do it again. Maybe though. I don't know. It was interesting. I'd give it a go.
Tell us about your first gig.
My very first gig was with a friend and with my dad. Now, I've never been really close to my dad, so going with my dad in itself was very awkward. And it was Godsmack, Breaking Benjamin, and Cold. I went there for Godsmack, and one funny thing is at that point, my dad and I, like I said, we're never really close. And in the Godsmack song, they say the word fuck several times in one song. And I'm singing along, and the word fuck comes up, and I just sing it like it's nothing. And my dad turns to me, he's like, "Oh my God, you can't say that." What he started giving out to me, and the song came back, but I was looking at my dad at this point and still singing. And I said the word again as I was looking at him singing, and he was shocked. He didn't know what to do. It was all of a sudden, he realized that I was an angsty teenager. Maybe that was the moment that, yeah, I won't even get into that bag. Yeah, but I think that was the moment he realized I was an angsty teenager. Yep.
What's your favorite place?
My favorite place in the world. And see, to me, this question probably has a little bit more meaning. I don't know, because I'm traveling and I want to go places. I'm not going to wear my hat like that. Because I'm traveling and I want to go places and I want to do stuff, So I don't really have a location to say this one place is my favorite in the entire world. And I think I'm going to have to go the cheesy route. My favorite place in the world is hanging around people that I care about. I know that's cheesy, but it really is. Look at today. I went with Kathy and Alex to Brioche and had an amazing sandwich and just really good fun. It was so much fun. It was good. And then afterwards I went with a couple people to go to a gig and go watch music, and we had some really cheap pizza and it was a lot of fun. Where else can you have the conversation that if there was a fire in the middle of the night, I would end up outside naked because I don't wear clothes when I sleep, with my laptop and my camera like attached to me, and people would be freaking out because I'm like outside naked, but I'd be like, no, it's okay, I saved what was important. And then I would realize that the fire was going on and that could get a really good YouTube video out of it. So I would go back, I tried to go back in and like film the fire, and then the fire people would come and they would try to get in my shot, and I tried to move them out of the shot, and it would turn into a disaster. That's the kind of conversations I had today, and I can't beat that. Like, that is the perfect place in the world. And by place, I don't mean being naked, taking a video of my apartment burning down. I mean talking about those things. What?
Who do you want to answer the survey next?
All of the Project 12ers, Katie Loves Coffee, Alice, Alex, Kathy, Will, Chloe. There's several of you guys. Mary, like, I haven't seen a video of you, Mary, in a while, so I think you should do this. I think, yeah, I'm tagging you guys. And if you do make YouTube videos, and especially if you comment and everything else, and we all kind of communicate, because it's a little community. I'm not sure if I said Margaret or not, but I'm tagging Margaret. My video today was going to be like a personal story, and I'm glad I found the survey was out because I got to share this. So have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.